Hi, welcome to this edition of Connections. I'm Christy Naus with the Community Foundation, and you know I love to help you know more about what's happening with our nonprofit sector in Des Moines. And we're in a very special place today with a very special guest. This is the Center at 6, and this is Marcus Ashworth, who's the co-developer of this space, a very special nonprofit serving a great area of our community. Tell us more about the Center at 6.
So Center at 6 is a small business incubator focused on underrepresented and underserved communities right here in the heart of 6th Avenue corridor. Brand new facility. Just really excited to be here. We offer a ton of different opportunities. We try to be what I call a Swiss Army knife for entrepreneurs.
I love that.
So we invite entrepreneurs to come here and almost figure out how we can work with them, and whether that's through display of their products or use of our commercial kitchen, renting a space from us, or just learning or being a part of the environment. I mean, I think a part of the concept, even with Center at 6, is the natural exposure that you get from just working alongside so many other established and up-and-coming entrepreneurs. And so it's sort of the mix that you get here.
So on the first floor, that's where you're really helping elevate both display for some of the products, but also some food and beverage opportunities. Talk a little more about what's happening on the first floor.
For sure. So a part of, like you mentioned, our food opportunities, we have a commercial kitchen that is available if you're a caterer, if you're doing weddings, if you're backyard cookhouse and you want to do it in a legal manner, you're a restaurateur and you want to actually test launch the ability to serve to a customer and get that real life register experience, you can come and rent a space too. And so we try to offer, from whatever way you're approaching it, the opportunity to come in and do it with minimal risk.
That's awesome. So talk about the second level of the Center at 6, which is also a very cool model. And I don't know if we have anything quite like that here in the city.
Yeah, I call it the cherry on the top. It's awesome because it's 6 live work units that allow for entrepreneurs to not only incubate their business, but live comfortably at an affordable rate. And being an entrepreneur, being outside, I understand. And we understood that as a team, how important that was. And so what you have is a unit that allows for you to have at the front of it, and the public isn't really aware of it, right? At the front of it, you have your commercial space. Maybe you're a up-and-coming therapist or an artist, whatever the case may be.
You said a barber maybe too?
Potentially, And so when we look at, in that space, there's a separating wall, a door, and in the back you have your studio apartment. And it's all reported under one rent. And so it just allows for these entrepreneurs to be able to really live and not have to try to manage 2 rents.
Right, take a chance to start their business in a way that is affordable and makes sense for them. And then with the support too of the business growth. It's
absolutely
so great. Where'd you get this idea, Marcus? Where did this all come from?
Yeah, I mean, sort of a mixture. A lot of this was conversations I had with my dad just in the neighborhood, just looking at like when you have those age-old conversations like what would make things better around here, and him just explaining group economics, then actually becoming an entrepreneur though, and understanding like, man, it would be great if I had a community to wrap around me. If there was, I looked at the things that I wasn't learning and the things I didn't know, and I understood that if there was a community, I probably would have learned them quicker. I probably would have
felt that support.
Been able to ask those questions and just
even about marketing or how do you get it out there?
For sure. I mean, I was having struggles with all, you name it. I mean, but understanding in that phase, like, let's try to make this path, like, because I eventually crossed that threshold, but like finding a way to make it so that the next entrepreneur doesn't have to waste 4 or 5 years doing that, you know, because a lot of it is simple fixes that we can all attain if we just have the right support. So.
Well, I love this. The Community Foundation was honored to provide a leadership grant to help support the Center at 6. So great work out of our Better Together Fund. You call it the cherry on top. I call it part of the secret sauce that makes Des Moines so special.
There we go.
Thank you, Marcus, for helping us be even better together.